Didi, just to go on to Nigeria, Croatia. Croatia have good players, Modric, notably Rakitic, and they beat Nigeria very comfortably. And the next game is against Argentina, which is a massive game. A lot of people fancy Croatia as outsiders, but they'll have they'll face much stiffer opposition. Nigeria, I thought, were one of the poorest teams we've seen.
Yeah, there was no purpose in the Nigerian side. They had some good opportunities where they had some decent play and getting down the wing, but there was no end product. It just looked like they played for the sake of it. And if they score a goal, great. And if it goes behind the goal, the cross, so be it. And then in Croatia, I think you've got a dangerous team, because obviously they're very, they've always been very streetwise. They know how to play the game. They know what to do at the right time. And they've got some class players, and especially going forward, I think Rebic was one of the shining lights.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Yeah, very good.
He was different class. He scored a couple of goals in the German Cup final to beat Bayern Munich. And he's really been a find. They got him from Fiorentina, I think, for €2 million. Who's
he playing for in Germany, did he?
He plays for Frankfurt.
Okay.
He's an excellent player, and he's a very direct player. He nicks a goal. And I think I think that player showed the difference. I don't think Nigeria had a player or anywhere close to a Rebic. And I agree with you. I think Croatia is a dangerous team. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion Argentina beats them. I think there's every chance Croatia will get something out of it. I think that Argentina result makes for a very interesting group, because the way Iceland played, the way they defended, I give them every chance to get something against Nigeria, and they're very hard to break down, and even the Croatians, if Argentina can't break them down, I think the Croatians won't have it any easier.
No, John, it's an interesting match to come. Croatia. Modric, I thought, was amazing, amazingly good. 32 years of age now, but he actually controlled that match. And when people talk about playmakers and players who make the difference to drive a team forward, or know when to up the tempo, or slow it down a bit, he's good.
Yeah, he's the best in the world, I think, in his position.
Yeah.
Has been for a few years. And there's not many of them around. I mean, if you look at England, for example, going to the match tonight, haven't got anybody like that.
Yeah.
Messi is doing it for Argentina as best he can.
Yeah.
So he's the best of them by a long way. And not many of them.
No.
Actually, the lad, I can't think of his name, for Australia, the bald-headed lad, plays with Huddersfield.
Oh, yeah.
Moya or something.
Yeah.
Really.
Moya.
Yeah, one of the best Didi I've seen in that position, doing what needed to be done. With mediocre players, but it shows you what can be done. But in Modric's case, Eamon, definitely you have to give Croatia a chance against anybody.
Yeah.
If he plays the way he can play, and we know he does it most of the time, you think he's a terrific lad, then you wouldn't write them off against anybody.
No, and that is, like, people talk about group of death and all that stuff, which I'm not really mad about. But certainly in that group, there are three outstanding teams. Leave Nigeria aside, looking for the two places to qualify, and it is wide open.